Have you ever noticed your hands struggling to open a jar, or felt weak carrying a bag of groceries, and simply brushed it off as aging? What if I told you this could be a silent mistake, slowly weakening your health and even shortening your life after 70? This is more than just an inconvenience. It could be a warning sign you can't afford to ignore. The good news is that you can reverse it with simple daily habits that take only minutes. And if you stay until the end, you'll discover an easy yet powerful trick to transform your grip strength and keep you active and independent for years to come. Doesn't that sound worth holding on to? Mistake 1. Ignoring balance ability. Did you know a simple 10-second test can reveal so much about how long and how well you'll live after 70? It's your ability to stand on one leg, a skill many of us take for granted until it starts slipping away. Overlooking your balance isn't just a minor issue. It's a silent mistake that can shorten your lifespan and steal your independence. Falls are one of the leading causes of injury in older adults, and poor balance is often to blame. The encouraging news is that you can begin improving it today with simple, practical steps that take only minutes. Let's explore why balance is so important and how strengthening it can keep you active, confident, and healthy for years to come. Balance is more than just staying upright. It's a reflection of your overall health. Your ability to stand on one leg for at least 10 seconds reveals how well your brain, nervous system, and muscles coordinate. Studies show that poor balance in your 70s and beyond is a warning sign, linked not only to a higher risk of falls and injuries, but also to potential cognitive decline. One fall can change everything: fractures, hospital stays, or even the loss of independence that's difficult to regain. On the other hand, those who preserve strong balance often live longer, healthier lives, free from the constant fear of falling. Picture two seniors. Sarah, who stays active with daily walks and light yoga, can hold a one-leg stance for 15 seconds with ease. She moves confidently and enjoys her independence. Tom, however, has grown more sedentary. When he attempts the same test, he struggles, reaching for furniture to steady himself. What Tom doesn't realize is that his unsteady balance is a silent warning of weakening coordination, muscle strength, and even brain function. But here's the hopeful part. Balance is something you can improve at any age, and it doesn't require special equipment or a gym. Start small by practicing standing on one leg for 5 to 10 seconds each day. Use a chair or counter for support if needed, and slowly increase your time as you gain strength. Another simple but powerful exercise is heel-to-toe walking, like walking a tightrope across your living room. Place the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of the other and take slow, steady steps. For an even greater benefit, consider Tai Chi. This gentle practice has been proven to improve balance and lower the risk of falls by nearly 28%. These habits build muscle strength, sharpen coordination, and keep you steady on your feet. Try it right now. Stand up, hold on to something sturdy if necessary, and lift one foot off the ground. Can you hold it for 10 seconds? If not, that's your signal to start working on your balance today. Just 5 minutes a day can make a remarkable difference, leaving you stronger and more confident. By addressing this silent mistake, you're not only preventing falls, you're also investing in a future where you can keep doing the activities you love, from gardening to playing with your grandchildren. Balance truly is the foundation of independence, and it's never too late to strengthen it. Mistake 2. Neglecting hand strength. Have you ever struggled to twist open a stubborn jar or felt your hands tire quickly while carrying groceries? You might think it's just age catching up, but weakening hand strength is a silent mistake that can point to more serious problems, and may even shorten your life expectancy. Lifespan after 70 can be shaped by something as simple as the strength in your hands. Neglecting grip strength is more than a minor oversight. It's a clear signal of overall health. The encouraging news is that you can build stronger hands and support vitality with small, daily habits that take just minutes. Your handshake, more than a polite gesture, is a window into your body's resilience and independence. Hand strength isn't only about how firmly you greet someone. It reflects the state of your muscles, circulation, and nervous system. Studies show that in your 70s and beyond, weak hands often point to sarcopenia, the natural decline of muscle mass with age. This condition makes everyday tasks harder and increases the risk of falls, injuries, and loss of independence. On the other hand, seniors with a strong grip tend to live longer, remain active, and carry out daily activities, like opening doors or lifting grocery bags, with ease. A weakening grip, however, can serve as an early warning sign of frailty, reduced resilience, and even a shorter lifespan. Picture two seniors: John, who stays active in his garden and easily twists open a water bottle or carries heavy bags, compared to another who struggles with these same tasks. John's strong grip reflects his vitality and overall strength. Mary, on the other hand, has noticed that opening a jar or holding a railing feels harder than before. She dismisses it as normal aging, but in reality, her weakening grip is a red flag that her muscles are losing power, putting her at risk for greater health problems. The difference between John and Mary isn't luck, it's about habits. The good news is that grip strength can be rebuilt at any age, and it doesn't require costly equipment or long hours at the gym. Start with something simple. Squeeze a tennis ball or stress ball for just 5 minutes a day while watching TV. For more resistance, try a hand gripper, which is easy to find online or in sporting goods stores. These tools not only strengthen your hands, but also your forearms, supporting overall muscle health. Everyday tasks like carrying groceries, gardening, or even kneading dough can also keep your grip strong. Incorporate these habits into your routine. Squeeze a ball during your favorite show or make it a point to carry your own shopping bags instead of relying on others. Small, consistent actions add up, preserving the strength you need to remain independent and active. Test yourself right now. Grab a water bottle or another small object and notice how firm your hold feels. If it's weaker than before, don't brush it off. Start with a few minutes of hand exercises today and give your muscles the attention they deserve. Commit to these small habits, and you'll soon feel stronger and more capable. Grip strength is more than the ability to open jars. It's a snapshot of your body's resilience. By paying attention to this often overlooked sign, you're building a healthier, more independent future. A firm grip today means holding on to life's joys tomorrow. From gardening to embracing your loved ones, don't let weak hands limit what you can do. Start strengthening them now and give yourself the gift of confidence and vitality. Mistake 3. Walking slowly or staying inactive. Many dismiss a slower walking pace as just a normal part of aging, but research shows it's much more than that. Walking speed is a powerful indicator of overall health, directly tied to cardiovascular fitness, muscle strength, and even cognitive function. Studies published in respected journals like The Lancet and the Journal of the American Medical Association reveal that people who maintain a steady, brisk walking pace face a lower risk of chronic diseases and often live longer compared to those who walk sluggishly. A slower walking speed can point to more than just aging. It often signals reduced aerobic capacity, muscle loss, or even early signs of conditions like dementia. A 2019 study found that walking speed in older adults is a reliable predictor of cardiovascular mortality, with faster walkers living significantly longer than their slower peers. Walking briskly engages your heart, lungs, and lower body muscles, boosting circulation, oxygen flow, and joint mobility. It even stimulates the brain, improving memory and executive function. On the other hand, moving too slowly can lead to fatigue, poor balance, and a higher risk of falls, one of the biggest threats to senior health. The encouraging news is that walking speed can improve with practice. Even small gains make a real difference. One way is to time a familiar walking route, like a neighborhood loop or park path, and gradually reduce the minutes it takes. If a 10-minute route takes you 12, aim to cut it to 10 within a week. Good posture helps too. Keep your head up, shoulders relaxed, and arms swinging naturally to move forward with strength. To add endurance, include simple strength exercises like 10 to 15 bodyweight squats a day. These target your quadriceps, hamstrings, and glutes, the core muscles that power your stride. If you're comfortable, ankle weights of 1 to 2 pounds during walks or exercises can further build resistance. Always check with a healthcare provider before starting new routines, especially if you have chronic conditions or joint issues. Additionally, aim for 20 to 30 minutes of brisk walking most days of the week, as recommended by the CDC, to meet activity guidelines for older adults. Pair this with balance exercises, like standing on one leg for 10 to 20 seconds, to reduce fall risk and build confidence in your movement. Mistake 4 is poor or insufficient sleep. Many older adults accept restless nights as a normal part of aging, but disrupted or inadequate sleep can have serious consequences for both body and mind. Sleep is a cornerstone of immune function, and chronic deprivation weakens the body's defenses, leaving you more vulnerable to illnesses such as the flu or pneumonia. Research from the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine shows that poor sleep is linked to a higher risk of heart disease, including hypertension and heart failure, due to elevated stress hormones like cortisol. Sleep is also essential for memory and cognitive health. According to the National Institute on Aging, disrupted sleep patterns in seniors are associated with an increased risk of cognitive decline and Alzheimer's disease. Waking up several times during the night, known as sleep fragmentation, may seem common, but it can point to underlying problems such as sleep apnea, restless leg syndrome, or poor sleep habits. Over time, chronic sleep loss also affects mood, raising the risk of anxiety or depression. It drains daytime energy, making it harder to stay active and socially engaged. Addressing sleep quality is vital for maintaining energy and resilience as we age. To improve it, start by creating a consistent bedtime routine that signals your body it's time to rest. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends, helps regulate your circadian rhythm. Avoid screens, phones, tablets, and TVs at least an hour before bed, since blue light suppresses melatonin and makes it harder to fall asleep. Instead, choose calming activities like reading a book, gentle stretching, or listening to soothing music. A warm bath an hour or two before bedtime can also help, as the drop in body temperature afterward naturally promotes drowsiness. Optimize your sleep environment by keeping your bedroom cool, ideally between 60 and 67 degrees F, dark, and quiet. Blackout curtains, sleep masks, or white noise machines can reduce distractions that interfere with rest. Limit caffeine and alcohol, especially later in the day, since they disrupt both sleep onset and quality. Morning sunlight is another key factor. Just 15 to 20 minutes outdoors can reset your internal clock, boosting daytime alertness and improving nighttime sleep. If problems continue, consult a doctor to rule out conditions like sleep apnea, or to discuss whether short-term melatonin use is appropriate. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night, as recommended by the National Sleep Foundation, to support both health and longevity. Mistake 5 is ignoring diet as you age. Shifts in appetite, taste, or lifestyle often lead to a less varied diet or reduced food intake, which can quickly result in nutrient deficiencies. This is a critical mistake because poor nutrition directly affects muscle health, immune strength, and overall vitality. Sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass, worsens when protein intake is too low, leaving the body weaker, less mobile, and more prone to falls. Lacking key nutrients like vitamin D, calcium, or omega-3 fatty acids can also weaken bones, raise inflammation, and lower immunity, leaving seniors more vulnerable to chronic illness. In fact, a 2020 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that older adults with low dietary diversity faced a much higher risk of frailty and even premature death. Hydration is another area often overlooked. Dehydration can disrupt circulation, intensify joint pain, and fuel systemic inflammation, undermining both physical and cognitive health. Many seniors also make the mistake of focusing too heavily on low-calorie diets without considering nutrient density, which can lead to unintended weight loss or malnutrition. To combat nutrient deficiencies and protect overall health, focus on a colorful, varied diet filled with nutrient-dense foods. Prioritize lean proteins such as chicken, fish, eggs, or plant-based options like lentils and tofu to preserve muscle mass. Geriatric nutrition guidelines suggest aiming for about 1.0 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight each day. Add omega-3 rich foods such as walnuts, salmon, mackerel, or chia seeds to fight inflammation and support both heart and brain health. Bright fruits and vegetables, berries, leafy greens, and sweet potatoes supply antioxidants, vitamins, and fiber that defend against oxidative stress while improving digestion. Hydration is just as important. Aim for 6 to 8 cups of water daily, adjusting for climate and activity level to keep circulation, joints, and kidneys healthy. Herbal teas or infused water with lemon or cucumber can make staying hydrated more enjoyable. To maintain variety, explore new recipes or season with herbs and spices to enhance flavor without relying on excess salt. If chewing or swallowing becomes difficult, try nutrient-packed smoothies made with fruits, greens, and protein powder. Smaller, frequent meals can also help when appetite is low. And don't hesitate to consult a dietitian or healthcare provider to check for common deficiencies like vitamin D or B12. In some cases, supplements may be necessary to fill the gaps. By prioritizing nutrient-rich foods and staying well hydrated, you strengthen your body, boost immunity, and improve overall quality of life. Mistake 6 is letting stress control your days. Chronic stress is not just an emotional weight. It leaves lasting marks on both physical and mental health, especially in older adults. When stress lingers, it drives up cortisol and other hormones that fuel inflammation throughout the body. This inflammation contributes to serious conditions such as heart disease, weakened immunity, and even neurodegenerative disorders like Alzheimer's. For many seniors, constant worry over health, finances, or family can create a harmful cycle that erodes joy, independence, and resilience. Unchecked stress often worsens sleep problems, elevates blood pressure, and dulls cognitive function, making even simple tasks feel heavier. The good news is that practical, evidence-based strategies can help break this cycle. Deep breathing exercises, like diaphragmatic breathing or the 4-7-8 technique, activate the body's relaxation response, calming the heart and mind. Meditation, whether guided or through mindfulness practice, has been shown to lower cortisol and improve emotional balance, helping seniors feel more at peace in daily life. Spending time with friends and loved ones can be one of the most powerful stress relievers. Social connection sparks the release of oxytocin, often called the feel-good hormone, which naturally calms the body and mind. Another simple yet effective tool is keeping a gratitude journal. Writing down 3 to 5 things you are thankful for each day shifts attention away from negative thoughts and builds a more positive outlook, easing stress over time. Hobbies like gardening, painting, or listening to music also create healthy mental escapes while giving a sense of purpose and accomplishment. For seniors, weaving these activities into a daily routine acts like a shield against stress, supporting both mental clarity and physical resilience. Consulting with a healthcare provider or therapist for guidance, such as cognitive behavioral therapy, can further strengthen coping skills, especially for those facing chronic anxiety or lingering trauma. Mistake 7 is isolating yourself and losing social connections. Social isolation is more than loneliness. It's a hidden danger to health. Studies show it increases the risk of depression, anxiety, and even cognitive decline, making connection with others essential for aging well. Research has shown that chronic loneliness can raise the risk of heart disease, stroke, and even premature death. Some studies suggest its impact is as harmful as smoking or obesity. For many seniors, the loss of a spouse, retirement, or limited mobility can fuel feelings of disconnection, making it harder to maintain close relationships. On the other hand, those with strong social ties often live longer, healthier, and more fulfilling lives. Social interaction stimulates the brain, elevates mood, and provides a deep sense of purpose, all vital for protecting cognitive and emotional health. To counter isolation, it's important to take intentional steps to rebuild or strengthen connections. Reaching out to old friends or family with a phone call, a video chat, or even a handwritten note can rekindle bonds. Joining a local book club, knitting circle, or volunteer group creates natural opportunities to meet new people and share meaningful activities. Community centers, libraries, and places of worship often host events like exercise classes, game nights, or discussion groups, all designed to foster connection. And for those with limited mobility, technology can be a lifeline. Video calls or senior-friendly online groups make it easier to stay engaged and feel part of a community. Something as simple as a weekly coffee with a neighbor or a heartfelt talk with a family member can have a profound effect on mental well-being. Research shows that even 1 or 2 meaningful interactions each week can greatly reduce feelings of loneliness. For seniors who may hesitate to step out, starting small, like attending a single event or inviting a friend over, can build both confidence and momentum. Adopting a pet, if possible, can also bring companionship and a sense of responsibility, easing isolation and adding joy to daily life. By prioritizing social connections, seniors not only strengthen emotional health, but also improve physical well-being and regain a sense of belonging within their communities. We've now explored 7 silent mistakes that can shorten life expectancy after 70. But more importantly, we've outlined simple, practical steps to live longer, healthier, and more vibrant lives. Remember, your future truly is in your hands. Small, consistent changes today can create powerful results tomorrow. Here's to a life filled with vitality, health, and joy. Wishing you much happiness, peace, and strength. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Healthy Aging Blueprint, for more guidance on living your best years.